And this morning, I want to share what I've titled, Come and Take It. Come and take it. Is somebody listening to me? 2 Samuel chapter 9, from verse 1 to, I believe, 6, 7 in the message. We started talking about the story of this guy called Mephibosheth last Sunday. Mephibosheth, his grandfather was a king. But things went horribly wrong for him. And then for many years, he found himself in a place that he could not help himself. Even though he's from a royal background, he's living like a slave. Bible says his feet are lame. Then he's in a place that they have forgotten him for years. And that is why you must understand that your talent alone is not enough. We saw last week, your beauty alone is not enough. Being handsome, being tall is not enough. Who your father, your earthly father is not enough. All of those things are good. Being educated is good. But it's better to have all of those things plus the mercy of God. Because I've seen qualified people that nobody gave job. I've seen pretty girls that nobody married. I've seen people that have connections, but those same connections, they are not using it to help them. And so, Mephibosheth was in a place that he had been completely forgotten. David was his father's friend. Until one day, the mercy of God spoke for him. In this month of mercy, the mercy of God will speak for you. Your strength alone is not enough. Your height alone cannot even take you high. Your connections may not even connect you. But as long as you are connected to God, there's something called mercy on your head. There's something called the mercy of God on your head. And so we looked at a couple of things last week, that when the mercy of God is speaking, those things happen in your life. When the mercy of God is speaking, you will be spared from destruction. That means anytime evil is passing, something will look at you and say, no, not this one. We can't enter this house. We said the mercy of God will cause you to be remembered in the places they've forgotten you. We said the mercy of God will cause you to find favor. And this morning, reading the story of Mephibosheth, we will see what the mercy of God can do, so that you can believe God for it. The reason we tell testimonies is so that somebody can be encouraged. That if God did it for them, He can do it for me. Is somebody listening to me? I'm even amazed at the kind of testimonies I'm hearing about people coming here to say all they did was shout hallelujah and doors were opening. Economy is bad, but the economy of heaven is good. Is somebody listening to me? That is why I said to you, it is too late for me to be poor. It is too late. It is too late for me to fail. Because the price for me to be prosperous has been paid by Jesus Christ. So I refuse for the devil to put poverty on me. You must refuse for the devil to put poverty on you. You know why? Poverty doesn't bless you. It doesn't bless the people you are supposed to bless. A man that is poor, his children will be offended. Because why? He can't pay their school fees. He can't put clothing on your body. A man, one day, Jesus' disciples came to him and they said, they are asking for tax. And he said, so that we don't offend them, go and catch fish, remove the money and go and pay my tax and your tax, so that we don't offend them. Poverty makes you an offender. You're offending your landlord. You're offending the headmistress of your child's school. Because they say to you, if you don't pay by this week, they will send the child away from school. So the reason you cannot tolerate poverty is that poverty is not a blessing. It doesn't bless you. It doesn't bless the people that you should bless. The reason you are not picking their calls is because you don't have to give. Is somebody listening to me? Where you are now is the least you will ever be. I said where you are now is the least you will ever be. You are not going down, you are going up. Is somebody listening to me? The mercy of God is going to speak for you this month. 2 Samuel chapter 9. One day, David asks, is there anybody left of Saul's family? I want to show them kindness because of my friendship with Jonathan. Next verse. It happened that a servant of Saul named Ziba was there. They called Ziba. The king asked him, are you Ziba? He said, yes. Next verse. The king asked him, is there anyone left from Saul's family? Ziba said, yes. There's Jonathan's son. He's lame in both feet. Next verse. Where is he? They're going to look for you. I said they are going to look for you. Where is he? He's living below God's level for his life. From today, I remove you from living below God's level for your life. Where is he? He's living at the home of Micah, son of Amel, in Lo-Debar. He's living below Debar. David didn't lose 1 second, 1 minute. He sent, and they got him from the home of that Micah, son of Amel, in Lo-Debar. Next verse. When Mephibosheth came before David, he bowed, and David spoke to him. Are you Mephibosheth? He said, yes, sir. Next verse. Don't be frightened or afraid, said David. I will do something special. This month, they will do something special for you. I will do something special, not ordinary. You have played at the level of ordinary for too long. It's time to go to extraordinary. Profit from your business, ordinary. From today, extraordinary. In your job, no promotion, ordinary living. After today, they will promote you, extraordinary. Is somebody listening to me? To begin with, I am returning everything your grandfather had. Furthermore, from now, you will take all your meals at my table. Next verse. Only God can take you from under the table to the table. Shuffling and stammering. Not looking him in the eye. Mephibosheth said, who am I that you pay attention to a stray dog like me? He doesn't believe in himself. He's calling himself a dog. He has been in that low place for too long that he doesn't know what to believe again. The same way there is somebody sitting here. You are saying, I have been praying. I'm tired of praying. I'm tired of waiting. Something is about to change. Oh. I said something is about to change. Somebody's frustration is going to turn to celebration. He doesn't believe in himself. Listen, you have to believe in God, then believe in yourself. You can't believe in God and not believe in yourself. It still will not work. He's calling himself a dog. If we were living in our present day, human beings will be saying things like, who dashed monkey banana? Who am I? People will be saying, what can the masses do? You are not a mass. You are not among the masses. Stop calling you what God did not call you. Stop looking down on yourself. Other people can look down on you, but you are not permitted to look down on yourself. Is somebody listening to me? That is because it is your thinking that shapes your life. You can't rise above how you think about yourself. I've seen pretty girls that say they are ugly, and that's how everybody sees them. Because Proverbs 23 verse 7 says, as a man thinketh, so is he. So, the mercy and the favor of God will not work for you if you don't even believe in yourself. You believe in others, but you don't believe in yourself. It's time to change it and start believing in yourself. But we see the mercy of God speaking on behalf of Mephibosheth. And this month, in this month of mercy, mercy will speak for you. When mercy is speaking for you, what will happen? I'll share with you 3 or 4 things. Then I'll pray for you and then we are done. When mercy is speaking for you, your name will be spoken in the palace. What will ever make David in his palace remember somebody that is below the label, below the ladder? Mercy. Is somebody listening to me? What that means is that you can't be in every place, but God is in every place. Listen to me. All kinds of funny things happen in this life. So if God is not there to defend your cause, you're in trouble. I've seen where they finished employment in the open, and then they went back and they changed the results. And the person that should be number 15, they moved into number 16, and they say we are taking only 15. The person fell out. Are you listening to me? I have seen people, they settle employment in the place of worship or in beer parlor when you are not there. So if when they are discussing your matter, you are not there and God is not there, you're in trouble. So when they were discussing Mephibosheth, he was not even there. In any place they will discuss your matter, God will be there. In every board meeting that they bring your matter, even though you are not there, God will be there. Is somebody listening to me? There are places that God has planted your blessing. There are palaces that God has planted your blessings. When they are discussing your blessing, God will be there. And mercy will be speaking. They will be saying, we can only take 10 people. And your name is number 11. God will make sure that they carry your name and put in number 10. They will be saying, we can only take 10 people. But this person in number 11, we don't like him. So we like him. We want to replace him with you. That is number 10. They won't be able to remove your name. Because mercy will be speaking to their heart. To say, this one is my own. You can't touch it. Is somebody listening to me? When the mercy of God is speaking for you, they will be talking about you in palaces. Ruth chapter 2, verse 1 to 6. That is why the most important connection you need in life is a connection to God, not a connection to men. When you have a connection to God, He will connect you to the men that you need. And this month, I see God connecting you with the men you need. Not only will God connect you with men, He will connect you with kings. People that when they give you a note, it will open doors. People when they pick their phone and call somebody to say, I need her to help you to help this person, they will help you. You love God, but you need men. Is somebody listening to me? We know the story of Naomi and Ruth. They went somewhere and they came back. They had lost everything. Naomi is bitter. In fact, she says, don't call me Naomi, call me Mara. Then one day, Ruth wakes up and says, I want to go to the field. Listen to what it said. Naomi had a kinsman of her husband, a mighty man. That means a mighty man of wealth. Listen, wealth is not a sin. Wealth is not ungodly. Money comes from God. So, nothing stops you from desiring to be wealthy. Because it is when you are wealthy, you have enough to eat and to give others. Naomi had connection with this man. And his name was Boaz. But she's so consumed with her sorrow that she doesn't even remember to tell Ruth, if you go out, look for Boaz. Next verse. Next verse. Ruth, the Moabitess, said to Naomi, let me just go into the field. Let me just go into the field. Let me find who I will find grace, whom I will find mercy. That means she went out that day saying, I don't know anybody, but the grace of God will make way for me. In that place they told you no, the grace of God will make way for you. And she said, go my daughter. Next verse. She went, she came to the field that belongs to the same Boaz that she did not have connections with. It is your connection to God that will connect you to men. Next verse. And And behold, Boaz came from Bethlehem. He said, the Lord bless thee. Next verse. And they asked, whose damsel is this? Who is this girl? The richest man in the land was asking for her name. The richest man in the land noticed her business. That is how they will notice your business. They will say, who has this product? Who has this business? Who has this shop? They will notice you. You can have the best product in town. Nobody is noticing you. But because the mercy of God, listen, when you go to the market, there are many people that are selling the same thing that you are selling. What will make the difference is the mercy of God. That will point men to your business. That will point men to your file. That will point men to your house. And say, this is the one, give her. Whose damsel is this? Next verse. And they began to talk about Ruth. And that is how they are going to talk about you. Some people didn't come to church. Genesis chapter 41, verse 10. Another example. Joseph. Joseph had suffered. Then one day, they were discussing a problem in the palace. Pharaoh was angry. Then one of them began to say, one day you were angry with me and you threw us into prison. Next verse. 11. We dreamed. And then a young boy interpreted the dream for us. Next verse. And there was a Christian boy. He interpreted the dream for us. Joseph is not there, but they are discussing his matter. Because there's a throne in the palace that belongs to him. Next verse. He interpreted our dream. Next verse. They sent and they called Joseph. They are going to send for you. I said they are going to send for you. Was Joseph there? He was not there. But mercy was speaking for him. Is somebody listening to me? When mercy is speaking for you, they will be talking about you in the palace to give you the blessing that belongs to you. The second thing that will happen when mercy is speaking for you is that opportunities and doors will open for you. David in the palace was an opportunity for Mephibosheth. Boaz was an opportunity for Ruth. Ruth, I beg your pardon, Pharaoh was an opportunity for Joseph. That is why in life, don't pursue money. That is why in life, as much as possible, don't pray for money. Pray for opportunities. Pray for open doors. Pray for God, connect me to my breakthrough. Because it is opportunities that bring money. It is open doors that bring money. And in this month, opportunities will locate you. Open doors will locate you. Is somebody listening to me? Ruth chapter 2 verse 5 to 7. Do not look for money. I found out that many people that look for money don't find it. Instead, look for opportunities. Ask yourself, what I am selling, who needs it? Whose damsel is this? Next verse. No, I said verse 5 to 7. Okay, do 14, 15 to 16. Don't look for money. Money will look for you. Look for solutions. Boaz commanded the young men, let her glean even among the sheaves, and don't disgrace or reproach her. Next verse. And let it fall on purpose, grain for her. Men are going to put opportunities in your hands. Men are going to put open doors, are going to open doors for you. You know why? When mercy is speaking, you don't need to do plenty things. And that is why whatever you are selling, do it very well. I've told them my administration, anything you want to buy, and there's somebody in church that sells it, we'll buy from that person. Somebody listening to me? If you sell drinks, and we need to buy drinks, not just as a church, but in our homes, you are the first person we will call. Somebody listening to me? Even the world says charity begins from home. If we need to clothe the choir or clothe the ushers, that reminds me, ushers will get you uniforms. What it means is, Deborah, look for who sells cloth here and order from them. We'll buy from in-house. The only thing we will not buy in-house is what we cannot find in-house. We'll keep the money in the family. Is somebody listening to me? In another 2 weeks or so, we'll have our first wedding here. But it is not the last wedding. It is the first. Is somebody listening to me? And I told the young couple, don't buy drinks. We'll buy the drinks. They don't want to do anything extravagant, but we'll do a small reception here. We'll buy the drinks. And where are we getting the drinks from? Whoever is selling it in the house here. Is somebody listening to me? The snacks or whatever it is, we'll buy it in the house. Is somebody listening to me? Because you must break out of this poverty mode. You must break forth. Have you ever seen anybody saying to God, thank you that she is poor? Nobody. That is why I keep telling you, keep believing it for yourself. It is too late for me to be poor. It is too late. It is too late. I may not have plenty money in my pocket now, but it is too late for me to be poor. As long as you keep saying it, one day you will find yourself at the place that you have been speaking. Is somebody listening to me? But what it also means is that when they tell you to do something, do it with quality. If you don't do quality, I won't patronize you. Is somebody listening to me? God is an excellent God. He delights in excellence. So if you're a tailor or a fashion designer, sew with excellence. Is somebody listening to me? I would rather go to an unbeliever that will sew with excellence than a believer that is sewing badly. Is somebody listening to me? The reason they could call this woman called Ruth. If you go back to verse 5 and 7, they say she has been working since morning. So she came. There's no place for laziness. They say she has been working since she came. So, any opportunity God gives you, is you that will keep the opportunity. How? By doing what you must do. Opportunity that you don't use very well, you will lose it. And you will say, it is the devil. It's not the devil. So if they tell you, supply 20 meat pie, one way to do excellence is to do it very well and then supply 22. Is somebody listening to me? They will remember you. Is somebody listening to me? You know why? The market you are trying to enter, there are people there. You are not the only one selling drinks. Others are selling drinks. So what is that extra that you can add that will make your own difference? Maybe they tell you supply something. You can say, okay, I will bring it. God will give you wisdom. What you need is not money. What you need is wisdom. Is somebody listening to me? Not only do you need wisdom, do it with the best of your ability. Is somebody listening to me? And listen to me. Don't try to make too many profit at once. Many years ago, I said to one lady, what do you do? She says, I sell Senegalese shedda. I looked at her. The people that will buy that kind of shedda, they are in National Assembly, they are in big places. What they will do is they will say, bring it, drop it, I'll pay you later. And then they will delay to pay you. Before you know it, you have started eating your profits. And listen to me, anything we buy from you, we're not buying on credit, we're paying you cash. And I said to her, why don't you look for the one that you can sell 1,000, that 10 people can buy, and you'll make your profit, rather than be looking for how you will sell one and make the same 10,000 naira. Is somebody listening to me? The people that sell wholesale, do you know how they make their money? Add small profit, but they sell to many people. But you add plenty profits and sell to few people. Is somebody listening to me? We will not buy from you on credit. We'll pay cash. Somebody listening to me? But do it well. Opportunities are also people. When they sent for Mephibosheth, Mephibosheth bowed down to David. God will bring people into your life, but how you treat them can either drive them away or keep them. You know why? Your blessings are not in heaven, they're in the hands of somebody. So treat people well. Don't be envious, don't be jealous, don't go around gossiping about them. Because you will close the door that God opened for you. And then you will start fasting and prayer. No, your problem is not fasting and prayer. Your problem is that you are not nice. Being nice doesn't know religion. Being nice is not a function of religion. Is somebody listening to me? There's a young girl called Rebecca in the Bible. One day, Abraham said, go and get me a wife for my son. The guy carries gold. The guy carries silver. The guy carries camels. And he goes to the place and he says to God, God, any girl that I say to the girl, please give me water. Let her be the woman that you have proposed for Isaac to marry. So he gets up, finds himself by the well. I'm sure standing by the well that day, some girls passed him by because he was dressed like a servant. Servant gets category. Messenger in the presidency is not the same thing as messenger in one corner primary school. Other girls will come and pass, nobody listens. Then Rebecca is coming along and he says to her, give me water. Meanwhile, she's fetching water from a well. Those of you that have fetched water from well before know that it is not a small thing. The man went with about 10 camels. And camels drink water like no man's business. So he says to her, give me water. And he says, okay. She says, I will give you water and I also give water to your camels. She did more than she was asked to do. She fetched water, gave the man to drink. The man was still looking. Is this the woman? Is this not the woman? Then she now fetched water to feed 10 camels. She got a husband by being nice, not by prayer. You can get that job by being nice. Nothing wrong with prayer, but pray and be nice. Rather than you're a prayerful person, but you're a nasty person. Why am I saying this to you? God is going to position men in your lives. But how you treat these men or women, kings and queens, will determine whether the door close or the door open. This morning, opportunities are coming. Kings are looking for you. Queens are looking for you. They are not empty-handed though. They are looking for you to put open doors before your face, like it was done for Mephibosheth. Is somebody listening to me? Lastly, they are going to send for you. When mercy is speaking for you, they will send for you and say, what? Come and take. Come and take. Is somebody listening to me? 2 Samuel chapter 9 verse 5. After they finished discussing Mephibosheth, the king sent and said, call me Mephibosheth. The only phone call that enters your phone is nonsense. But after today, phone calls that make meaning are entering your phone. The only messages that enter your phone are people forwarding nonsense on WhatsApp to you. Things that are not encouraging you. Things that are taking money from you, not putting money in your hand. From today, it is changing. David sent. The king is going to send for you. You have struggled in that level for too long. It's time to go up and the king will send for you. Next verse. When Mephibosheth came, imagine if Mephibosheth had looked at him and said, useless man. That's what I told you. Opportunities are coming dressed as men. Treat them nicely. It doesn't mean compromise. Oh. It doesn't mean that if the man says, sleep with me before I give you that job, you say, I am being nice, I'll sleep with him. That one is a no-brainer, no-go area. That one is a no-brainer. But where they say, give me water, give them water. Be nice, like by even saying, good morning, how are you? Well done, sir. Is somebody listening to me? I entered the shop yesterday, and the young girl that attended to me so well. See, when people are nice to you or you're nice to people, they will give to you. She attended to me so nice, did far and above what I asked. I gave her money. Is somebody listening to me? Mephibosheth bowed. Next verse. David said, fear not, I will show you kindness, and I will restore to you all the land of your father Saul, and you shall eat bread at my table. Somebody is moving from under the table to sitting at the table. You have been begging for too long. You will beg no more. It is too late for you to be poor. So they will send for you, and you will sit at the table, and you will take what belongs to you. They will send for you, and they will give you that promotion. They will send for you, and they will give you that job. They will send for you. They will say, come and take. It is ready. That proposal that has been delayed for so long, they are going to send for it, and they say, come and take it. Is somebody listening to me? Because mercy will be speaking for you. They are owing you. They have not paid. They will send for you and say, what? Come and take. Come and take. Come and take your admission letter. Is somebody listening to me? Mercy is speaking to the hearts of men. And they will be speaking your name when they are sitting in their palace. And they will be creating opportunities for you. And they will send to you to say what? Come and take. Is somebody listening to me? What is the summary of the message today? You need far more than your talents. Talent alone is not enough. No matter how talented I am, there's somebody more talented than me. No matter how intelligent I am, there's somebody more intelligent than me. And that's why the Bible says the race is not to the swift, nor is the battle to the strong, but it is of the Lord that showeth what? Mercy. And in this month, the mercy of God plus your talent will make way for you. The mercy of God plus your beauty will make way for you. The mercy of God plus your connections will make way for you. They will send for you and they will say what? Come and take. Is somebody listening to me? want to be discussing your name in good places. They take your name to any place, any altar, and it is not God's altar. Fire will fall and will consume the person that took your name to the altar and the person that is preached over that altar. Is somebody listening to me? The only place they will discuss your name and it will prosper is when they are looking for who to bless, who to promote, who to lift up. Any place they take your name for put down, it will not prosper. Because the word of God says, no weapon that's fashioned against you shall prosper. Is somebody listening to me? I came to say to you this morning that the mercy of God is still speaking on your behalf. The mercy of God is not silent. And because the mercy of God is speaking on your behalf, they will be discussing you in palaces where your blessing is. They will be discussing you in the places that God has planted your blessing. And in those same places, they will create opportunities for you. Is somebody listening to me? Even when they say there is no vacancy, because of you, because of the mercy of God, they will create a vacancy for you. Even if they say we are not giving out business, because of you, they will create it. Because the mercy of God is speaking and saying, this is my child. Hear her. Bless her. And because of this mercy that is speaking to you, for concerning you, they're going to call you to say what? Come and take. Come and take. Your job, come and take. Your promotion, come and take. Your blessing, come and take. Your new house, come and take. Your job, come and take. Your business, come and take. Your contract, come and take. Everything, come and take. Come and take. Stand to your feet.